Welcome, viewers, for the 10th, the 8th episode, where we're going to be talking about collaboration and information sharing. And this conversation is going to be around operations technology, keeping operations safe, available, and secure. And I'm having this conversation with Raj, who has been very kind enough to spend multiple days with me talking about various aspects of operations technology. Raj, welcome back to the episode again, and I would like you to walk us through why is it important to collaborate and share information with different stakeholders.
So thank you very much, Sujit, having me. Uh, so it's very important for OT security because now in the previous episodes we talk about how importantness of the OT security because it's been tied to all industries, major economics. So there are a lot of connection between multiple industries as a nation. So how it's important to have a collaborative environment for give and take because the knowledge it's very important, the insight it's important, where the attack it's began. So we need to understand the latest information about there is something exist, the 0 day it's exploited. So in order to have those information with us, so we need to have this collaborative approach which is all the major IT security vendors also planning and in doing collaborations. The leaders, security leaders in the world, it's they are heading toward that kind of a collaboration space. So when it comes to OT, I strongly believe we should have that kind of a ecosystem built to support the OT technology as well. So it's going to be provide as a enhanced threat awareness because when is the knowledge is collective, so we'll be able to decide a more meaningful insight from that. So that for that enough of data need to be come into one place. So where the collaboration is going to create more values, and also we'll be able to get a timely update. So sharing the threat intelligence also going to ensure the parties receive the vulnerability or exploitations and other tactics used to adversaries, how our IT OTs need to be secured. So that is one of the aspects I see, and also the importance of defense mechanism. So also the defense mechanism also need to be improved such a way on these lines. On the collaboratively will be take a proactive measures upon collecting all this information and implementing a security control best practice. So it been implemented somewhere else. It for us to use that best practice in our network on our OT systems, and also enhance detection capacities. So and also it's a access on a broader range of threat response, improve the accuracy and effectiveness of the detecting the system. So which also help to build the better algorithm to develop efficiency part of it, also securing and also improving the efficiency of the OT operations. And also we need to strengthen the incident response part. It's a coordinate efforts in the event of attack. The industry collaboration facilitate can be a coordinated response to support quickly recover uh, from these attacks. And also resource sharing, so we can collaboratively share the resource who has been already know how to respond effectively for this kind of situations to minimize the damage and it quickly put back this in order. And also building a resilient ecosystem, which is most important to a strong defense line to be, because the attackers are more united and they're coming with all different threat vectors. So as safeguarding the infrastructure also need to be brought such a level of technology involvement, the people involvement to build the the resilient ecosystem, so which is going to be very important, and also it's going to give the mutual support. And also it also can be shared with government, because now the industry is indirectly or directly bounded to the economy. So now government also going to be knowing all these latest adversaries and what's going on in the industries, and how, what are the threats landscape, how it's evolved. So the sharing, it's very very important on these days, where we can, even AI will derive more information upon feeding more data points, which will be able to provide. So the more we aware about the incidents, data, relevant metadata, and etc., which going to be lead to us to take a perfect decision on any incidents, which is going to improve overall security, uh, including strengthening the national security as well, because it's all, when these systems are tied to the utility of the country. So it's very important to have this. So it's a very significant. OT security should have some level of collaborative information sharing, intelligent threat intelligence, connections, best practices, frameworks to be in place for people to quickly adapt, and also keep them updated and more resilient to attacks. So this is my point of view, Chris, why we want
Absolutely.
to import this.
Yeah, good points, Raj. And I think I want to go back to our conversation where we talked about regulatory and compliance requirements. So I think it starts from there, where the industries which have implemented operations technology, and if it is going to impact the wider society, then they have a requirement, or it is required by law or by regulation, that they report that information to the regulator. Now, some countries may not have it stipulated as a regulation, but they will have a computer emergency response team, a CERT. So maybe you would have to report it to them. Or if it is not mandated today, it would get mandated in the future. You will be required to share that information. And it is also a two-way process, right? You share information, you receive information. Now, I think globally, the banks do that, where they share information in a very classified way. Some information they say not to be shared outside, but some information they can share with, removing sensitive aspects of that piece of information. So going forward, if we need to stay ahead of the threat landscape and ahead of the threat actors, because we all know that they are more better collaborators than the industry in itself, which supports the economy. They share information and they have information in their fingertips as to what's going on or what is happening anywhere in the world. And I guess it's time for all industries to come together and with one heart and one mind say, hey, we will share information and we will collaborate. Because information sharing and becomes the foundation for collaboration and also for achieving higher standards of compliance. So with that thought, I would like to bring this session to a close, Raj. So we will meet again for the last and final episode where we will be talking about the future of OT, or future of operations technology. So viewers, thank you so much for staying tuned in. We continue to seek you to keep watching all our episodes. We bring professionals to talk about those subjects which can help you to learn and also enhance your security posture. So with that, thank you so much, Raj, and I see you in the last and final episode soon.
Thank you very much, Sujit, having me.